guys, welcome back to Choose Your Own Path. Still on holidays, gotta love it. Alright, so what am I doing today? Always doing something, right? Right. So, we're gonna be mixing up some 3D printing with our airbrush. What I mean by that, here's a little model that I 3D printed. It's a skull with the horns, you can see. And you know what? I figured I'm gonna make something. It might be good, it might be bad, we're not sure. So what I'm doing is I got a cap. This is the cap for my airbrush. This is my Iwata. So some of the caps are either a little bit bigger, a little bit this size, I guess, I don't know. So a little bit of a mod to it. What I want to do is I want to put this guy on top of the cap. So when I'm airbrushing, I can see it, you know, kind of thing. It'll be on the cap. So what I thought of doing was having something inserted in here. Now, here's what I had to do to mod it. That is not the size of the hole for a normal cap on an airbrush. The airbrush needs to breathe and stuff like that. So what I had to do was I took a 7/16, I think it's a 7/16. You know what, I can't see that. It is something, no, it's a 9/16 drill bit, all right? And I popped a hole in it, all right? So that's one thing. Then I have a little tubing, all right? You can see that little tubing, because the air has to flow still from when people use the caps. Some people don't use the caps. I don't always use a cap, which is dumb, because what happens is when you don't use a cap and you're airbrushing and you turn the wrong way, everything spills out. The cap allows it not to. So what I did was I drilled a little hole in his bottom of his skull, but I also drilled a hole on the top, and that I just used, like, I don't even know what size that is, but that's tiny. So what it is this goes all the way through. Now that will be, actually that will be the air that flows through in here, through this, through the skull, and up to the top. All right, so let's show you what we're gonna do. We got ourselves some 5-minute epoxy. I'm hoping this works because it's kind of cool. We'll see. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a little glob. You know, you need both sides of the epoxy for this to work. All right, then get you up a little stick, and you got to give this stuff a real good mix. All right, now you might have to do this in 2 stages, kind of thing. But you give it a good swirl so they both can bond, go both ways. 5-minute epoxy means it bonds in 5 minutes. It's pretty strong. You could use probably crazy glue for this project or something. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet. Something that will stick the metals together. That's what it's about, right? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put some epoxy in this hole. All right. So just in the hole. Like I said, we might have to do this in 2 stages because this stuff dries up really fast. Now you don't want to cover the hole. You don't want to cover it because you want it to flow. So you just kind of play around with it till you see it right through again. And then we're going to take our piece, our metal capping, the whole part, and we're going to stick it in there. Now, we have to let this dry. So let's let it dry. All right, guys, so this is what I got going on just for my stuff. So this guy was funny. I just kind of drilled a hole, put him in there, and he fits in there perfectly. So that's the cap that's on there that goes on to the top. All right, so, and this is a little Chinese brush that I have. It's just whatever, cheap one, same thing. Doesn't give it any more weight. Same kind of concept. Just something cool to look at when you're airbrushing, eh? So let me know what you think, and let me know if you're interested. I don't know how we'd work it because I could put a price on them, but the cap, either you'd have to send me the cap and I could do the modding and send it back to you, or you could do the modding yourself on it, which is not very complicated. Didn't take me long. All it is a drill bit, you know, some epoxy, and go from there. So that's what we're looking at, guys. So thanks for watching, and don't forget, if I could do it, you can do it. And that's going to be part of my new business, is maybe just giving a little bit of flair to the airbrush. Tip jar at the bottom. Like, subscribe, and share. Get everybody to see it. And don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know if you like it or not. I think it's cool. So my mom said I was always cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Choose your own path. Have a good day.